What's up guys, it's been quite a while. I am on my way to Matchbox right now for an event called Verge. It's a tech-oriented or tech-focused event led by entrepreneurs in the local community.
Had some problems, but I'm doing good. When I was down, you were there to say I could. Every night.
Alright, I got my backpack, my camera gear, walking in a Matchbox now to see what this event is all about. This will be my first time.
Remember playing ball growing up as a kid. Even then you wanted me to be the best that there is. Now my state admires every single thing I drop. You tell me never lose yourself just to reach the top. You say I'm growing up, but got a lot to learn. Stop living
there's this thing called like the sequence of 3s, so that everything you record should have, like if you're opening a door, for example, there's 3 different shots you have to show. You may not use them all. Yeah, so like I'm trying to find like ways that I can use it in my blog, even if it's for the most simple of things.
I don't know what I'm doing
in the back because it's narrow. And if you go lengthwise, then it's just like you've got. It wasn't working. You just need like a huge backdrop that you can roll down.
Well, there seems like there's enough space down there. It's just there's so much stuff down there that doesn't seem to ever be touched.
And I try to get them to get rid of it and remove it.
My chopstick skills aren't very good.
What's up guys, I just got back from class. I had an econ quiz I had to go and take. You saw my sushi earlier, it was so good. We just had to fumigate or aerosol the house. We actually had somebody come in to do it. The dog had fleas, so we've got to go through the process of getting rid of them, which is really difficult. My room is good though. Like I've only seen like one in my room the entire time and I killed it. I'm always on the lookout and I'm spraying Lysol quite a lot, which I'm pretty sure if it doesn't kill them, they can't like the smell. But we're supposed to stay out of the house, but I don't know how long. It's been since they sprayed, but I think I'm good. Pretty sure I'm good. But I'm doing lunch and then I'm editing a video which I will actually show you today in the vlog, not the entire thing, but a good part of it. And then I may do some programming because I've just been getting back into it and I want to take my portfolio website to kind of the next level. So I've really got to get back into that. Phil is making us what's it called again? Meatloaf out of turkey, so it's turkey loaf, which was my turkey. So the our agreement was I get a piece of the meatloaf that I think looks like poo. It's not that meatloaf tastes like poo. It just looks. I mean, meatloaf never looks good. It kind of looks like like hot dogs are a bunch of scraps like refined really really well, so they look very similar and then thrown together. Meatloaf is like looks like that. Just it's like somebody was half-assed on making it look really clean. So it's just a bunch of garbage like thrown together. But it looks pretty good. This smells really... You gonna have a plate?
Did you wear?
I'm not doing anything.
Oh, I'd say pick one.
Oh, I'll pick one. The third plate. We're gonna go eat on the porch because aerosol. We could get cancer or something. And there's children.
Yeah, I told you, I'ma make you proud of me. I'ma make you proud of me because put my practice into patience. Promoted sounds got me spreading across the nation. You had me with no other listen to my tape. So I promise when I blow, I will fly you to my state. Put Ohio on the track, put my brother in a song. All the hours he lost sleeping just so I could write a song. My family believes ever since I did that show. Growing up, I wanted to be someone everybody knows. I chased my dream.
No, we're not having nachos right now.
Nachos.
Nope.
Nachos.
They're nacho stuff.
Nachos.
Libre.
Nacho!
Okay, so what I didn't show you today is that in between going to Walmart and eating sushi, Phil and I, we went for a, not really a run, but we went and did a workout on Slater Hill at Purdue. That's just a popular location on campus for like events and things like that. And we did 10 sprints up the hill progressively got harder because the incline just kept getting sharper and sharper as you go up to the top. We did 4 at 50%, 4 at 75%, and 2 at 100% effort. And then after that, we did probably a 30 or a 40 yard distance of lunges and then inchworms, and then we called that quits because I had a time frame. I'm gonna be shooting a wedding on October 8th, and it's only the ceremony, so I'm gonna watch a real quick video about shooting ceremonies from a really good wedding videographer.
Split. This is like a typical wedding ceremony, you know, indoor, outdoor, church. This is pretty much what it is. You got your audience here. You got your groom waiting up here for the bride who's going to be coming down with her procession. Okay,
so I'm working on a project that I shot for Delta Gamma, which is a sorority on Purdue's campus. And this is bid day. And if you don't know, bid day is when all the new members of a sorority get accepted by the current members. So basically, they get their, like, an envelope or a letter or something, and it says, "Welcome, you've been accepted to blank sorority." I didn't realize that you didn't actually, like, choose which sorority you wanted to be a part of. You just kind of got selected like out of a big pool by each sorority. From what I gathered, that's how it works. But anyways, I thought that we could cover the pre-production that I went through with the client to make sure that the production day or the day that I covered the event went well. And then we'll dive a little bit into the editing process just a little because I'm not done yet, and I would like to show you guys that when I'm done. So let's see, the first thing we did, and this will be good for me before I edit, is to go through exactly how all this works. Okay, so I actually pay for this. It's called Muse Story Builder. Muse is an amazing company that really is just out there to provide a service to help people become better storytellers, and I'm just a big fan. I'm in like the test phases, or kind of like the beta phase of it. For example, if I have a problem, I can tweet them or reach out to them, and I'll get a personal response very quickly. So let me start the recording here so you guys can get an idea of what this is all about. My stories are these 3 that I've done. We'll go to Delta Gamma, since that's the one that I've been working on. And so the idea was to tell a story that's memorable and kind of makes the new members feel nostalgic about the day that they got accepted to their sorority. And I wanted it to be a nostalgic memento of the day just because I really like those type of edits, and I really like that type of work, especially if I'm getting into wedding videography and photography. I mean, that's basically what I'm doing, is creating a memento that makes people nostalgic about that day. So the first thing that I did is I talked with the client, who was the president of the sorority, to really define all the current members here. So, like, for example, you can see that there are new members, current members, you have the potential new members, which are different. So the potential new members are different than your new members. So let's get an idea of why. So the new members, they are energetic, they're ecstatic, they're purely overjoyed to be accepted into this new sorority. Their desire is, they want nothing more than to be accepted into their dream sorority. And so part of that is they hope the sorority that they're accepted into is going to fulfill that desire. Their complexity is these individuals are looking to be a part of something larger than themselves. This is often the first time that these people maybe have been out of the house, living on their own, and so having somebody or a group that they can rely on and kind of grow with is something that a lot of people, one, really either need or really want. The uniqueness is, so Delta Gamma has the leading GPA for Purdue, and I had thought about at least kind of including that into the production a little bit, but I decided that I'll just list that as a characteristics for these people because talking about GPA isn't really that exciting, and that was the idea of the day. But these women are intelligent, they're hardworking, and they're enjoyed to be a part of something larger than themselves. Now, so if we go to potential new members, so these individuals, although are the same as the new members, are very anxious. They don't really know which sorority they've been chosen, and they know that whatever sorority chooses them does indeed have a drastic effect on their future within a sorority and within the school and their just lives in general. I never did figure out the desire, the complexity, or the uniqueness for these these characters or these potential new members just because I didn't actually think it was needed, so I didn't do that. But then, for example, we were gonna do this. Turns out the ceremony didn't we were going to hero one new member during the ceremony of when they were finding out who they were going to be attached to, but it didn't work out that way, so it's not a big deal. But we were gonna film one specific person that they knew was gonna be accepted to the sorority, who was gonna show a really good energetic response to being accepted. So I put that as a person in here. Let's see what else. Okay, so, that's our people. Our places are, I knew that we were going to have multiple locations. One was their sorority house that we were going to start at and end at. We were going to have the armory, which is outside of the armory in our OTC armory. The event didn't actually end up taking place there. It took place somewhere completely different, but it didn't really matter that much. And then we had this street here that we also really didn't take at all. But having this pre-production really helped me turn these 3 places that didn't end up being in the final production day and just taking their characteristics and the goal of each of those locations and apply them to the place that fit them best that actually was a part of the production. The purpose, now this is where it gets a little more complicated. So one thing you have to do for purpose is you have to come up with a bunch of keywords. So you think I've deleted a lot of them, but you come up with as many keywords to describe this project, the characters, the places, etc. And then you choose 5 that you really like more than all the others that are going to be the basis of all the decisions you make creatively that have to do with the story. So I chose anxious, nostalgic, sisterhood, home, and blissful because they started as anxious. I want them to feel nostalgic when they're watching this video in the future. It is based around a sisterhood, a group of people that are kind of growing together and charging through the life of, or college life together. And home, this is a big new home for a lot of these women. And also the whole day was kind of very blissful, a lot of yelling, a lot of excitement, things like that. This here is all different, interesting. They just added all this, so I haven't even seen it. And then once you've done people, place, and purpose, you can fill out the plot. So you create these plot points here. So these are all the different things that were going to happen throughout the day. Like, for example, the juniors that were within the sorority are the ones who intercepted and met the new members as they came out. You'll see that in the edit. So that was like an event, and I just had stuff like that. And then when you go over here to build, it'll actually lay out all your plot points and allow you to break your story down like this. So basically, let's see if we can make this bigger. So here are my individual plot points. I have like hooks, hurdles. So this is how the day is supposed to go. And then you can put the locations above where, like for instance, for all this, although it didn't work out this way, this was supposed to take place at all of the armory. And let's see. So this was supposed to be outside the armory as the girls came out. This was supposed to then be running them. This was supposed to be them running back to the sorority house, and then the rest of the time was literally just them at the sorority house. So that's kind of how I had intended for that to work. It didn't exactly come out that way, but so be it. So after I went through all of that, which was great, it helped a lot. I worked with the client directly. Is when we shot the production day. And for the most part, I just ran a glide cam with a Rode video mic on top, and every now and then I switched to like a monopod and a different lens. But I think I only did that once, and I just shot the entire event very. Like I was a very dynamic person within their entire celebration. I was just moving around, covering things. As we go through this edit, I'll really point out like where I wish I would have done things differently or been more vocal or asked for certain things. I wasn't shy. I was just, I don't know, I didn't want to intrude on their party, on their celebration by asking for certain things about not necessarily posing, but making sure we get certain shots. And I've learned that next time whenever I talk with a client before we do the production, I'm going to ask her if doing that stuff is okay, and if they give me the go-ahead, then I'm not going to be shy or not afraid isn't the right word, but I won't feel like I'm inconveniencing everybody who is there. because that's basically what it was, that I didn't want anybody to do anything they didn't want to do. And I wasn't asking people to do crazy things, just basic stuff. But we can go through this edit here. Alright guys, so thanks for watching. Let me know what you guys thought about that clip that I showed you from the Delta Gamma sorority edit. I'm pretty happy with it. Just need some final touches. I have to add in a clip of either a sunset or a sunrise. I haven't decided. Touch audio just a little bit, and then basically just go to color correction and grading. And I think that'll about sum it up. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you guys had a good day. Hope tomorrow is even better. I'll be back with you guys to vlog tomorrow. Thank you.